Unveiling the Mysteries of Franz Kafka. Franz Kafka, born into the bustling, culturally diverse streets of Prague in 1883, found himself at the crossroads of the Austro-Hungarian Empire's melting pot. This backdrop was instrumental in shaping not just Kafka's worldview, but the unique, introspective nature of his literary works, embedding deep cultural nuances within his narratives. Despite his Czech Jewish heritage, Kafka chose German as his literary canvas, a decision that lent his works a distinct voice within the German-speaking literary world. This choice was less about turning his back on his roots and more a testament to the linguistic diversity of Prague, where multiple languages coexisted and thrived. Kafka's academic pursuits culminated in a law degree from the German University in Prague in 1906. However, this was not a path driven by passion for the legal profession but a pragmatic decision, reflecting the societal expectations of the time rather than Kafka's own inclinations toward literature. His tenure at the Workers' Accident Insurance Institute was more than just a means to a livelihood, it was a window into the complexities and absurdities of bureaucratic systems. These experiences deeply influenced Kafka's writing, providing a rich, authentic tapestry of the mundane yet profoundly Kafkaesque bureaucratic entanglements. Among Kafka's most revered works are The Metamorphosis, The Trial, and The Castle. These narratives transcend mere storytelling, delving into the human psyche and the surreal, often nightmarish, landscapes of modern life. Kafka's ability to weave existential dread with the absurd makes these works timeless classics. Franz Kafka's romantic life is shrouded in mystery and intrigue, most notably his engagement to Felice Bauer. This engagement, despite never culminating in marriage, reveals Kafka's complex relationship with love and commitment. Their correspondence, a blend of profound affection and Kafka's own torment, offers a glimpse into the emotional turmoil that fueled his literary genius. Kafka's exploration of alienation and existential dread in his writing is often seen as a reflection of his personal experiences. His engagement to Bauer and subsequent relationships were marked by a deep sense of ambivalence and fear of intimacy. This personal conflict is mirrored in the characters of his stories, who often face insurmountable barriers to connection and understanding. Max Brod, Kafka's close friend and literary executor, played a pivotal role in Kafka's legacy. Contrary to Kafka's dying wish for his unpublished works to be destroyed, Brod chose to preserve and publish them. This act of defiance against Kafka's explicit instructions has been a topic of ethical debate but ultimately ensured Kafka's place in literary history. Kafka's reluctance to have his works published in his lifetime adds a layer of intrigue to his literary persona. This hesitance, coupled with his instruction to Brod to destroy his manuscripts, suggests a complex relationship with his own creative output. Kafka's modest self-assessment belies the profound impact his published and unpublished works would have on the literary world. The preservation of Kafka's manuscripts by Brod has led to the posthumous recognition of Kafka as one of the 20th century's most influential writers. This act transformed Kafka from a relatively obscure figure into a literary giant. Brod's decision has allowed generations to explore the Kafkaesque realms of absurdity, bureaucracy, and existential angst that Kafka masterfully created. Franz Kafka's life came to a premature end on June 3, 1924, when he succumbed to tuberculosis at the age of 40. His passing marked the loss of one of literature's most profound voices, whose exploration of the human condition barely scratched the surface of its potential. Kafka's final years were overshadowed by his battle with the disease, a struggle that was as isolating as the themes in his work. Kafka's literary legacy is often shrouded in myths, particularly the tale of his dying wish for his manuscripts to be destroyed. This request was made to his friend Max Brod, who chose to defy Kafka's instructions. Brod's refusal to burn the manuscripts allowed Kafka's genius to be recognized posthumously, transforming him into a literary icon. This act of rebellion against Kafka's last wishes is a cornerstone of literary lore. Kafka's works, including The Metamorphosis, The Trial, and The Castle, delve deep into themes of existential angst and the absurdity of modern life. Despite their critical acclaim today, Kafka's stories were largely unknown during his lifetime, casting him as a relatively obscure figure in the literary world. His posthumous fame is a testament to the timeless nature of his writings. The myth that Kafka was a solitary figure without recognition in his lifetime is contrasted by his engagement to Felice Bauer. Kafka's relationships, particularly with Bauer, reveal a man deeply engaged in personal connections, despite the recurrent themes of isolation and alienation in his work. His engagements, though never culminating in marriage, offer a glimpse into the complex web of Kafka's personal life. Kafka's exploration of themes such as alienation and bureaucratic absurdity has led to the term Kafkaesque, describing situations that are surreal or overly complex. This term, synonymous with Kafka's influence on literature and culture, underscores the profound impact of his work. Despite the tragedy of his sister's fate in the Holocaust, Kafka's legacy endures through awards like the Kafka Prize, honoring literary work that reflects his spirit. Franz Kafka's foray into the literary world began with The Contemplation, a collection of short prose that unveiled his unique narrative style. This work, published in 1912, marked the emergence of a voice that would resonate deeply within the corridors of modern literature, setting the stage for Kafka's enduring legacy. The relationship between Kafka and his father looms large in his oeuvre, most notably articulated in Letter to His Father. This poignant document reveals the depth of Kafka's internal strife, offering a window into the complex dynamics that fueled much of his existential exploration in his works. The Metamorphosis stands as one of Kafka's most iconic contributions, where protagonist Gregor Samsa's transformation into a giant insect serves as a profound commentary on alienation and human despair. This narrative masterfully encapsulates the Kafkaesque essence, merging the mundane with the absurd to explore the human condition. In The Trial, Kafka delves into the nightmarish realm of endless bureaucracy through Joseph K.'s inexplicable arrest and the surreal judicial process that follows. This work is a stark portrayal of the individual's struggle against an opaque and indifferent system, echoing Kafka's fascination with themes of justice and authority. The Castle further explores Kafka's preoccupation with the labyrinthine nature of bureaucracy, as the protagonist K endeavors to navigate the complexities of an elusive authority. This unfinished masterpiece encapsulates the quintessential Kafkaesque journey, fraught with obscurity and the relentless quest for meaning in an incomprehensible world. Franz Kafka's diaries and letters peel back the layers of a complex man, offering a rare glimpse into the private world of a literary enigma. These texts reveal Kafka's inner turmoil, his reflections on writing, and his candid thoughts on personal relationships, providing an invaluable insight into his creative genius. The influence of Fyodor Dostoevsky, Soren Kierkegaard, and Friedrich Nietzsche on Kafka is undeniable, shaping his exploration of existential themes. Kafka's work resonates with the profound psychological depth and philosophical questioning characteristic of these thinkers, weaving a literary tapestry that probes the darkest corners of the human psyche. Kafka's life was a battle with chronic health issues, including migraines, insomnia, and depression, which cast long shadows over his writing and personal experiences. These ailments often confined him, yet they also fueled his literary creations, as themes of suffering and alienation recur in his work, reflecting his own struggles. His work serves as a bridge between 19th-century realism and 20th-century existentialism, a testament to Kafka's timeless relevance. By marrying the meticulous detail of the realist tradition with the existential questioning of the modern era, Kafka crafted stories that are as haunting as they are profound. The themes of justice, law, and authority that Kafka was fascinated with are not just recurrent elements in his stories, but are central to understanding his critique of the modern world. Through surreal, often nightmarish narratives, Kafka dissects the complexities and absurdities of bureaucratic existence, making his work eternally resonant. Franz Kafka, a precursor to existentialist and absurdist literature, masterfully navigated the human psyche's complexities through his protagonist's surreal predicaments. His characters often found themselves ensnared in incomprehensible bureaucratic labyrinths, embodying the existential angst and absurdity that would later define entire literary movements. Kafka's nuanced exploration of these themes laid the groundwork for existentialism and absurdism, challenging readers to ponder their own place within seemingly indifferent systems. Despite Kafka's profound posthumous fame, his lifetime saw the publication of only a few short stories. This modest output belies the enormous impact these works would have on literature and philosophy. Kafka's ability to distill existential dread and bureaucratic absurdity into compelling narratives resonated deeply with readers and critics alike, ensuring his enduring legacy. Kafka's full-length novels, including the iconic The Trial, were published after his death and remained incomplete. These works, characterized by their open-ended narratives and unresolved conflicts, invite interpretation and have captivated readers and scholars for generations. The incomplete nature of these novels adds to their mystique, allowing for a multitude of interpretations regarding Kafka's views on authority, justice, and the human condition. The adaptation of Kafka's works into films, plays, and operas signifies his wide-reaching influence across various art forms. These adaptations often explore the Kafkaesque themes of alienation and the surreal complexity of modern life, demonstrating the timeless relevance of his narratives. Through these reinterpretations, Kafka's exploration of the human condition continues to find new audiences and generate fresh insights. Kafka's enduring influence on literature, philosophy, and art extends well beyond the 20th century. His unique narrative style and thematic concerns have inspired a diverse array of artists and writers, including existentialists and absurdists. Kafka's ability to articulate the anxieties and absurdities of modern life makes his work as relevant today as it was a century ago, cementing his status as a towering figure in literary history. Franz Kafka, a name synonymous with the exploration of existential dread and bureaucratic absurdity, left an indelible mark on literature, philosophy, and art that transcends the boundaries of the 20th century. Despite his modest output, Kafka's profound influence is undeniable, reshaping the narrative landscape and inviting readers into a world where the ordinary becomes extraordinary. Kafka's relationship with Judaism was complex, intertwining his cultural heritage with a deeply personal quest for identity. This connection significantly colored his narratives, imbuing them with a unique perspective on modernity, isolation, and the human condition. Kafka's exploration of these themes offers a window into the soul of an artist at odds with his surroundings. The study of Kafka's literature has become a pivotal part of understanding the thematic evolution of modernity and its accompanying sense of disorientation. His works serve as a mirror reflecting the alienation felt in an increasingly mechanized society, making Kafka a symbol of the estranged artist navigating the labyrinth of the modern world. Kafka's enduring legacy is meticulously preserved in the Franz Kafka Museum in Prague. This institution serves not only as a tribute to his life and works, but as a beacon for those who navigate the complexities of existential thought and literary brilliance. It stands as a testament to Kafka's lasting impact on cultural and intellectual discourse. The influence of Kafka extends far beyond the realm of literature, touching the lives of writers such as Albert Camus, Jean-Paul Sartre, and Thomas Pynchon. These literary giants have drawn from Kafka's well of existential and absurdist themes, weaving his philosophical inquiries into the fabric of their own monumental works. Franz Kafka's influence on literature is monumental, casting a long shadow over figures like Albert Camus, Jean-Paul Sartre, and Thomas Pynchon. These writers, drawn to themes of existentialism and absurdity, found a kindred spirit in Kafka. His profound impact on existential literature cements his place as a foundational figure, despite the myth that his influence is limited to the realm of highbrow literature. The correspondence between Kafka and Felice Bauer unravels a myth of Kafka as solely the tormented artist. These letters reveal a man deeply engaged in the complexities of love and creativity, offering a richer, more nuanced understanding of his psyche. They debunk the notion that Kafka's work sprang from a life void of intimate connections. The concept of the Kafkaesque, often misunderstood, goes beyond mere bureaucratic nightmares. It encapsulates the existential struggle against unseen forces, marking Kafka as a master of illustrating the absurdity of the human condition. This transcends the myth that Kafka's writing is impenetrably dark, highlighting instead his exploration of universal themes. Despite Kafka's relatively small oeuvre, his stature as a literary giant is undeniable. The myth that a prolific output is necessary for lasting impact is dispelled by Kafka's work. His concise but profound contributions have shaped 20th century literature, proving that quality trumps quantity. Kafka's legacy, preserved in the Franz Kafka Museum in Prague, is a testament to his enduring relevance. The myth that Kafka is a writer for a niche audience crumbles in the face of his widespread influence, from literature to philosophy and even popular culture. Kafka remains an emblem of the alienated artist, reflecting the anxieties of modernity,